Hey, comic book fans, it's me again. This time it's the real Purple Mask coming to you because I got a special treat that my little YouTube buddy Marvel JK over there, he's been asking me, begging for me to make a movie about a special book. And Jamie, here's a book for you, man. You get it? That's a private joke between me and Jamie. No, I'm just kidding. Here's the real book. I'm going to show y'all. Here it is. It's the very first Spider-Man. It's in Amazing Fantasy number 15. And I've been kind of meaning to show it. So I'm not going to pussyfoot around anymore. I'm not going to put it off. I'm going to show you the book. I'll show you a few other Spider-Man too, okay? Alright, goodbye boys and girls. Alright, like I said, here's my copy of Amazing Fantasy number 15. Still a pretty good tight copy. It do have its problems though. You can tell. I think at one time it had Marvel chipping. So somebody tried to fix that by trimming the cover. They didn't do a very good job of it either. They must have tried to trim it even with the chipping. Other than that, wish they hadn't, because it's a nice book. It's, you know, it's got its problems, but it's pretty cool. Got a big chunk out down there, you know. Worn. Oh, who that on the roof? Who them boys on the roof there? Okay, anyway. It's got its problems, like I said. Let's take a look. But you know, it's the first one. Kind of like the 60s action number 1. It's the first Spider-Man. Amazing Fantasy number 15. Started off being Amazing Adventures with a lot of Jack Kirby art. With issue number 7, it became Amazing Adult Fantasy with all the stories by Steve Ditko. And it continued like that until number 15 when they decided to try something new. And they put in the Amazing Spider-Man. It's pretty cool. I think the cover is actually by Jack Kirby with Steve Ditko inks. Of course, the inside is all Steve Ditko. I hate to really cover this much. The story's pretty well known. I mean, you know, and the gentleman from GraphicIllusions.com did a real good job on his copy, which was a much better condition book than this. But like I say, my friend Jamie over there, Marvel JK, he wanted to see it. And sorry about that little joke about Scottish Chiefs. You see, he's from Scotland. So that was a little joke there. But anyway, it's a pretty good book. Part 1, Part 2. Same old story. Spider-Man. With great power comes great responsibility. Oh yeah. Just for reference, here's the back of the book. You can see it's almost separated at the bottom. Other than that, it's chipped along the bottom. But, you know, it's not too bad. Not too bad. I got this book back around 1982. I think I'd been out of collecting for about 10 years. Got back in. We had our first convention here in Memphis. I met a guy named Jim. I think we worked out some kind of trade on this. I don't know. I gave him $100, a couple $100 worth of trade, and I'm glad I did, because now I've got a complete Spider-Man 1 through 38. Let me move on. But Jamie, there's your first Amazing Spider-Man 15. Like I say, mine's in kind of rough shape. It's still kind of, you know, kind of pretty. It's kind of intact, except for down at the bottom. But it's a goodie. Spiderman #1. It's in pretty good shape. Excuse my camera work. Amazing Spider-Man, different logo than any other logo. Obviously, nice Steve Ditko Fantastic Four. Oh, excuse me. I like it when they did Spider-Man with the stuff under his webbing under his arms. It's kind of a nice book, tight book. Little crease, little wear and tear. I'm not going to go into the insides of each one of these. Spider-Man #1. There again, I got this at that first convention. I traded a bunch of mint, I mean super mint, Conan the Barbarian. The first 20 issues. And not all of those, but I think I got a good deal. I got a book that his value has increased quite a bit. Spider-Man #2. I'm not even going to take these out of the bag, okay? So they're in the bag. Just a regular bag because I'm going to transfer them to Mylar. I had them in Mylar, but I switched them over. This is, in my opinion, the greatest Spider-Man of all. Spider-Man #3 with Doc Ock, a book-length story. It's just great art, great story. It's just the ultimate superhero book. If I could only have one comic book, this would be it. This is not in fantastic shape, but it's in pretty good shape. It's tight. Most of these books are tight. Actually, Spider-Man #4. I'm 52 now. This is 2009. I was, I don't know, 6 or so when this came out on the newsstand. Before that, I'd read like Donald Duck and Popeye, and of course Superman, and Western comics were real big. But one day, me and my cousins and my brother went down to this little drugstore, and my brother picked out Fantastic Four Annual #1, I think. My cousin got Strange Tales Annual #2. I picked up this Spider-Man #4 because it was so cool. I love these multi-page, multi-panel covers. I always have, DC and Marvel. There's a Sandman. It's cool. This is not my original copy. My copy was minus the cover and the first 2 pages by the time I started really collecting, because I read it so darn much. Spider-Man #5 with Dr. Doom. Another great one with the Lizard. Spider-Man #6. This is a great one. I'm tempted to take it out and show you, but we've all seen the insides of these. #7. #8. Featuring the famous fight with Flash Thompson. Yeah, buddy. #9 with the first Electro. #10. #10 I am going to take out just because it's so beautiful. Hang on just a sec. Don't know if you can tell, but this is a very, very nice copy. It almost looks like it just came off the newsstand. It's very high gloss, very nice colors, very flat. I'm making it crease now, but no creases. Super spine. Super nice pages. No problems. No problems that I can see. So it's a crowning achievement. This one I might trade or sell because it doesn't really fit the rest of my books, but it's so darn beautiful. I'd have to get a good price for it. Anyway, moving on.